Nobody was. Everyone was like, "Yay!" And you're like, "Well, that's not absurd. I mean, that's $1 million. StarCraft 2, Dota 2 is going to be a big rival in that kind of global scope. It has a lot of people in China, a lot of people in Korea, Southeast Asia. It's really still huge over there. USC, not so much, but out there, yeah. If Valve wants to throw $1 million their way, they're going to get themselves their market.
Yeah, and $1 million is one of those like significant numbers. It's like you're a millionaire, you won $1 million. You know, it's like winning $900,000 just isn't the same. You know.
You guys can join back in the hangout whenever you're ready.
Hey, I'm there, good.
But you can join back.
Yeah, we haven't left, sir.
How do I get back in then? God damn it, Bobby.
You left your own hangout.
I did.
I'm gonna invite you, sir.
Well, thanks.
But yeah, I mean, we got 3 of us here. Me, Matt, and Bryce. Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, man. There we go.
So, Vaniel, you have any opinion on Dota 2?
You can find invitation.
To be honest, not really. I enjoyed the original Dota a lot. I thought it was a good game, of course. I think Dota 2, if they keep going, I mean, my worry is that it's just going to be Dota with updated graphics. That's what I'm worried about. And yeah, replay mode is nice. Disconnect and pauses and everything is nice, but what I'm worried about is it fun? Is it a worthwhile game? Or is it just Han, or is it just League of Legends with updated, with its own spin? That's what I'm worried about.
Pretty much.
That is what they're trying to recreate. They're trying to recreate Dota with new engine, with new graphics, with a new, well, I wouldn't say new layout, but it's probably going to be very close to a Warcraft 3 type of UI, because that is what a lot of the Dota pros run right now, right? I mean, that's the only thing to play. If you want to play Dota, you got to play through Warcraft 3. And I do really remember them saying that it's going to be that kind of mechanics, that kind of engine, that kind of system, just, maybe with better graphics. And maybe they're going to have some nice little visuals in there, so that'll be really good, like maybe sparkly water, or, when 2 heroes are in a duel, they're going to throw taunts at each other, But that's not really going to affect the gameplay, and the gameplay is going to should be very similar, since that is what I do remember IceFrog saying. It's just like, I have total control, I'm going to make this like everybody likes it, which is just unfortunately really old, which is also what Han is modeled upon. So if you don't like Han and you didn't like Dota, I do not see a case for people liking Dota 2.
Yeah, and never underestimate what you can do with the new engine. You can do, if you create an engine designed for a specific type of game or something that works really well for it, you can do a lot of really, really interesting things. Game engines really do matter, especially when you're talking about hero design, abilities, all that kind of stuff. I mean, all of that is very important. So, I mean, it could be potentially a lot of fun.
Yeah. Does anybody know, are they going to keep all the original heroes, and they're just basically, like you said, making it...
What they claimed.
That's what they claim? Okay. Well, then, there won't be much of a learning curve. It's not like, you're going from Dota to League of Legends where, all these different heroes, different, There. Fixed. Jesus. To where you have to learn all sorts of different skills, heroes, etc., etc. You can pretty much just go straight from Warcraft 3 Dota to Dota 2. So
I do believe that is the aim, because Valve, $1 million, Gamescom, big hype. They're getting the best caster in there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. At least as far as I can tell, he's about the only caster left there. But they're going to come here, and they're going to give them a client that they've never seen before, and they're going to sit down, and they're going to say, okay, play Dota 2. If it's not like Dota, or it does not at least 99% mimic Dota, there's going to be complaints from them, almost guaranteed.
And never underestimate the ability of Valve to promote a game. I mean, when you're playing Steam, something on Steam, and you close a game, they'll pop up stuff to show you. I mean, that's you can reach a stupid huge audience like that. So, yeah, I mean, even if it is a mediocre, decent, good game, just the fact that it's them promoting it, it's like EA being your publisher. I mean, all of a sudden you just have buyers.
I think part of it I think part of what Valve needs to decide is whether or not to make it a a free game or not. I mean, I think that's really going to affect it a little bit. I mean, the fact that they have Steam support, that they will have Steam support and everything is good. I think that'll help them out quite a bit. But I think that, just like Team Fortress, if it's free, they'll get a whole lot more people.
Yeah, they will.
Well, when a game is free, the people playing it don't have an initial investment of desire. So the initial impact of how the game feels, how it looks, is extremely important. Because if you spend some money on a game and it sucks, like you feel like you want to like it, but if it's free,
yeah,
you don't have that ability. The game has to really grab you. You have to really enjoy it in order to.
That would explain why there's so many basically trolls on LOL, because of the free gameness. That, you know, they can come in and just hate on it because they didn't pay $40 for it, so they don't feel any reason to try and like it either. Is that basically what you were getting at?
Yeah, I mean, well, whenever you buy something, you put an empirical value on it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to want to at least do something with it. Whereas if it's free, like someone just walks up to you on the street and gives you something, well, you know what, well, I don't care. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I really don't think they're going to release it free to play, simply because Valve has said that they want to do something about the community. They want to try to improve the game experience for people. Because, I mean, we all know it. There's no hiding it. Dota community, trash. Han community, trash. Backstabbing maggots. I mean, people are going at each other's throats over this littlest thing. Han, yes. Dota, yes. LoL to a degree. Have you ever been to Halo or World of Warcraft? Same idea. I mean, every community has its pits. And unfortunately, a lot of these people are the pits. But Dota 2, they say they want to do better things. Now, look at what happened to Heroes of Newerth. They went free to play, and all of a sudden, like 50, 60,000 people concurrent at any point in the game. And how many complaints have come out of veterans making free accounts, stomping out the new basic accounts, driving people away from the game because they're pissed off now that they've paid all this money and now it's free to play. So they've been making all these Smurf accounts, they've been destroying people, they have a lot of fun, the new people don't. Well, just how it is. But that's a smurfing element that is also there in Dota. It's also there in LoL. It's a free-to-play game. I mean, how many Smurfs have you run into? How many times have you gone smurfing? I can almost guarantee everyone that plays the game has done one of the two. So I really don't think they're going to go free-to-play.
Yeah, it would just be a bad idea. I mean, they obviously already have a base, so I mean that is important. And price is important. You can get a better game. People will love it a lot more if it's $1 than if it's free. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's our culture. Shit happens.
So, anybody have any last thoughts about Dota 2?
I'm looking forward to it.
I really want to try it out. It seems like it might be fun, just for the sheer fact that it's a new game.
Yeah, it's a new game. It'll be fun. I mean, it's Valve, so I mean, it's going to be polished.
It's going
to be good.
Did they say did they build a completely new engine for it, or is it running on the Steam engine?
I've been told
on the
Source
Half-Life 2 engine.
Source engine.
That Source. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be Source or a modified Source.
Yeah.
I mean, they already have it, so why not use it?
I mean, they can do all. They've done tons of things with Source, like that Vindictus, and all these other games that are way off of Half-Life. So.
Ragdoll physics are really fun. Yeah. Imagine like going Hadouken to someone and they just go flying. They hit a tree. Their limbs are everywhere.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to see in a top-down MOBA kind of perspective. That would be really fun to watch.
Is there a fighting game on the Steam engine?
Not too sure. I can't imagine it's popular if it is.
Yeah, we haven't heard of it.
What was it called? I can't remember. Oh man, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. It was a really bad game.
So maybe it might be worth somebody putting some time into making a fighting game for the Steam engine, or on the Steam engine.
Oh, I'm sure there's at least some. The Steam engine seems a lot better at not fighting style games. Just, how it's designed.
Yeah. So
I do have one more thought when you guys are done.
Sure.
Oh yes, sir.
Please share.
Okay. Well, now we all know Dota 2. It's going to be a big customer in the MOBA scene, and now people are always asking, what does this mean for Dota? What does this mean for Han, LoL, Realm of the Titans, Rise of Immortals? And I do think that League of Legends has developed enough of a unique engine, enough of a unique play style, art style. People really enjoy glyphs and runes. They love RP and skins and all that. I really don't think that the majority casual base there is going to be interested in Dota 2 whatsoever. They already cannot stomach Han, and they are not going to go back to Dota. They're going to probably stay within their realm of comfort, their comfort zone. But the competitive scene, the people that are more competitive, they do this for a living, they're sponsored, they're really, really up there in, they watch all the StarCraft 2 stuff, they watch everything they can for League of Legends, they watch some fighting games. They will likely be very interested in Dota 2. So we will probably see something of a cutoff as when it launches in the competitive arena, but they will eventually recover. They're not going to lose a majority. It's not going to be like a WoW killer or a LoL killer, I suppose.
Yeah.
That could probably become a thing, a LoL killer. What's the next big LoL killer? No. It's not going to. That's not going to happen. The casual base will stay casual, and the more competitive people will likely move to Dota 2. But at the same time, a lot of China, Korea, Vietnam, the Southeast Asia, a lot of them will probably dual play it a lot simply because, well, they're awesome. I mean, those guys have a mentality of games that are far surpassing here in Europe and North America. So those are my last kind of thoughts there on Dota 2. Everyone's making a big fuss of it. Han is likely going to suffer because it's very similar engines, it's very similar play styles. LoL, however, I think it's in a really good place in terms of it caters a lot to the casual.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to be too worried about that. But you will notice, hey, look, an announcement. Dominion, December. It's Dota 2. Announcement, December. Coincidence.
Yeah.
No. They wouldn't do things like that. So
Yeah, I mean, the Asian gameplay style, it can be completely different sometimes. It's just how it is, but I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to have competition.
Yep.
I'm all for it.
All right. Well, the last topic was we wanted to get a little bit on Diablo 3. Bryce, did you manage to get in on the conference call and hear anything interesting about it?
To be honest, the conference call, I was hoping that they would have a beta announcement. I was hoping that they were going to have a date that the beta would be released, but unfortunately they just reiterated on the conference call that it was going to be in the third quarter. So that means the end of September to me. I mean, Blizzard, they're notorious. If they say in third quarter, they mean like September 30th. So I'm hopeful that it'll be here in a couple weeks. I know that once they had people update their beta profiles for Cataclysm, it was about 2 weeks later that they released the beta. I will say, though, that the beta, what they've said is it's only going to be the very first part of the first act. So if you went to BlizzCon back in 2008 and played Diablo 3, you've already played that mission. But I'm still eager to get my hands on it. They did announce some other things PvP-wise, what they're going to be doing. They will have up to 4v4 PvP, which is good. But other than that, it was basically just a lot of the same. I mean, not a whole lot of new information.
Okay.
But I will say, though, check out DiabloFans.com. The two guys there, they actually went to Blizzard and played through quite a bit of it. And they were able... Yeah, it was a really good write-up. So go there if you want to take a look.
Cool. I do want to leave the option open for our stream viewers to ask us any questions. So I guess I'll do a few shout-outs now, and then we'll kind of gather up some questions. So Kumi, you want to go ahead and get a couple questions ready if we have any. We'll see. My shout-out is I'm going to be a dad of 3, hopefully in a few more hours. So.
Yeah, seriously. The
Draven.
baby needs to pop out, sir.
So thank you. I've done my duty in populating the gaming world. My other 2 children are quite avid gamers with their own computers, and they're 4 and 7. And where is it? That gentleman right there who comes over to my house often enough, he can attest to their game ability. They're very good at first-person shooters.
Yeah, it's scary, really, but it's gonna be great.
They're both level 30 plus in Borderlands by themselves. I just made them play together on the LAN and say, play. I helped them through some of the big things, but other than that, they've gotten up that high by themselves.
Hey, and Borderlands 2 is coming out next year, so you're set.
Oh, sweet! I didn't even know they were doing one. Yay! That makes me happy. I like Borderlands. It's entertaining. So, anyway, Jester, you have any shout-outs?
Just want to say thanks to the people bombarding your channel. You know, they came out to see everyone here, which is always heartwarming. You know, Twitter, YouTube, Four Court Jester, that kind of stuff. But I'm preaching to my own choir.